Good morning, my dear students. So now today in this PPT I'm going to tell you about the general bearing experiment. Okay. So here the main aim of this experiment is to study the pressure distribution in a general bearing along the circumference of the given pipes. Okay. So here we are going to use the total 12 plus 4 pipes. Okay. So in the general bearing, in that we are going to supply the with the help of general bearing we are going to supply the oil that we are going to, that oil is called as an Si14. Okay. So how the main purpose of doing this experiment is to plot the how the oil going to distribute on a given this general bearing. Okay, that we need to calculate with the help of some with the help of this graph. Okay, so the aim is what, to determine or to study the pressure distribution in a general bearing along its circumference. Okay, along the pressure that is a that what the liquid going to circulate along the circumference of a given 14 pipes. Okay, so that from that we need to plot the graph. Okay, so apparatus is required a general bearing setup. Okay, so on general bearing we are going to connected a total 12 plus 14 pipes. Okay, so 12 are connected along the circumference, that is a radially, and 4 pipes are connected axially, that is the dummy pieces. Okay, so even if you look at the videos also. Okay, the main purpose of this doing is the pressure, normally the pressure distribution on a general bearing is exerted by a lubricant will greatly affect the life of the bearing, and the efficiency will also affected. Okay, to reduce this we are going to study this experiment, that is to determine the pressure distribution on a general bearing experiment. Okay, so how we are going to conduct this what, so first there will be, say, look at here the diagram. So this is the general bearing setup experiment. Okay, so here there are 12 pipes are there. Okay, that 12 pipes are connected, this is called a general bearing experiment. Okay, normally bearing means what, it is a element which is going to support, which is going to support what, the rotating elements. Okay, so that is what the bearing is. Okay, so here on each bear on this bearing there are 12 pipes are connected. Okay, 1 2 3 up to 4, and 4 pipes are connected in 90 degree, that is axially. Okay, so all these in 14 pipes we are going to supply the fluid. Okay, that is the Si oil. Okay, so initially it will be constant. Okay, so that you note down the values, and then if you start the motor, that once you start the switch on this, the fluid present in the inside the liquid that going to flow along the vertical direction. Okay, and it will come some constant values. Okay, that I explained in the videos also. Okay, that you have to note down here in the tableau column. Okay, so now fix the position of the mobile tank. Okay, and for disabled stable tank. Okay, so once it is fixed, note down the initial pressure head. Okay, once if you note down the initial pressure head, just to give the some speed. Okay, just to go on increase the speed. Okay, with the help of switch on the motor and run the general bearing. Okay, once if it start, just to give the increase the speed, then pressure present in the fluid present, the oil present in the tubes will going to flow in a vertical direction. Okay, so and here note down, once you note down, it will become some constant values. Okay, that you note down all the values. Okay, up to all pipes, that is P1 to P14. Okay, so here the tableau column is what, initial static pressure at, that you note down the initial. Okay, it is normally around 82 something. Okay, then at each pipes note down your values. Okay, in first pipe note down this is the initial pressure at for all, it is common for all, so note down this here pressure head. Okay, so here pressure head you note down for one, what is the fluid. Okay, that you note down here. Okay, so one note down, and you subtract from this to this calculation part I will tell you. This is the tabular column. Okay, so observations are initial that is a static pressure, that is a static means beginning pressure you note down here, and the diameter of the journal is given 55, and diameter of the bearing is given 65, that is width, and the rotational of the journal bearing is in anti-clockwise direction. Motor speed for the given is 1500 rpm, and weight is equal to 1 kg. Okay, that is you have to that is 1 kg or 0.5 kg. It will depend upon the given general bearing experiment. Okay, so this is the general bearing setup experiment. Okay, so normally finally once if you plot the graph, okay, then you calculate what the pressure distribution in a general bearing along the length of the circumference is plotted as shown in the third part of this video. Okay, that you look at this over. Okay, so this is the main description about the general bearing experiment. Okay, I hope you understand how we are going to conduct the experiment. In the third session we are going to take the values on the lab. Okay, then third session we are going to conduct the calculation part. Okay, so I hope you understand this. Okay, thank you. Good morning, my dear students. So now coming to the second session. First PPT we explain about what the aim of the experiment, and now here in this video I am going to tell you how to take the reading. Okay, so this setup is called as a general bearing setup. Okay, but what in this the aim of the experiment is what, to determine the pressure distribution in a general bearing. Okay, so the main setup of this is called as a general bearing. So here we are going to call as a 12 pipe will be there. Okay, in that we are going to pressure going to distribute. Okay, so these 4 lines are what the axial. Okay, these are the 2 dummy pipes are there, but along with this, these are the 1 2 3 4 like this 12 pipes are going to connected here. So this is what the axial pressure distribution takes place in the this. Okay, here we are going to use oil as a SAE oil. Okay, so this is called a journal bearing. So okay, the main name of this experiment is what do you mean by bearing? So bearing is nothing but it is a stationary part. Okay, so which will support the rotating part. That is the main of use of bearing. Okay, journal bearing means if you want to study this means you are going to understand, you are going to control the life of the machine. Okay, that is the main purpose we are going to conduct here. Okay, so here in this main experiment we are going to use the SAE oil. Okay, so here we are going to supply the pressure, that is what in the journal bearing there is total 12 plus 4 pipes going to connected here. 12 pipes are here, look at here, 1 2 3 4 like this, 12 are there, they are connected in radially. Okay, in the journal bearing, and 4 pipes are there. So these are the dummy, these are what axial. Okay, these are the dummy. So okay, first initially what you want to do is, first you look at here in the journal bearing experiment, here the stationary oil is there. While coming to this, okay, in the starting class also, in the first session also I told you, so while coming to the beginning you have to take the reading of this. Okay, initial pressure. Okay, this is called as the pressure head. Okay, so also it is called as the manometer head also. Okay, so here first you note down the initial pressure head in the journal bearing setup. So approximately it is around 82 point something. Okay, so first step is while coming to this, you have to note down the initial pressure distribution in the this pipes. Okay, so here there are 12, here we are going to connect over 12, they are connected in axially. So once if you note down this pressure SAE oil, you have to note down this some values here, initial values. Once if you note down that, just you give the what, switch on that. Okay, once if you switch on that, this pressure general distribution will be distribution takes place. Okay, along the vertical direction. Okay, once if you note down all those values, put it in the tabular column, you have to calculate the what, you need to draw the plot. Okay, how the pressure distribution general bearing takes place along this axial. Okay, that is very very important. So I will repeat again. So first you take the initial pressure, that is initial oil pressure. Okay, that is called as the initial head. So once if you note down this, you go for this, what, you switch on this main button. Okay, once you switch on this on, okay, so this is called as a knob. Okay, or dimmer stacker. Okay, so if you slowly give the speed here, okay, if you want to should not give more than 200. Okay, if you give more than 200 means oil will go out. Okay, so just you give below 1 to 150, that's it. Okay, that range you have to give the what, the speed. Okay, if you look at here now, this is initially 60 is there. Okay, just to increase the speed here. Okay, so if you increase speed here, at the same time note down here. Okay, all the oils are what, it is axially flowing. Okay, that is vertically. Okay, so one after some time, after 5-10 minutes, it will become stationary. That is a stationary, that is what it will become, once the oil becomes stationary. So once it is stationary, it will come in, note down those values in the tabular column. Okay, so this is the main aim of this. What is this, the main this is the main we are going to take the values. Okay, so here look at the oil is flowing. Okay, so just to stop here now. Okay, so now you stop this. Okay, so look at here. So beginning, this is all pressure is on a straight line, that is a constant. So when if you increase the speed, so here look at this, all the oil going to these pipes are going to what, axially flowing. Okay, so note down this. Okay, with the help of ruler scale, that is with the help of scale, that is okay, steel rule, note down these values and put it in the tabular column and find the values. Okay, so this is about the experiment of journal bearing. Okay, so main here. Okay, so now after taking this, you have to construct the graph. Okay, how this oil is flowing inside the pipe. Okay, that you need to draw the graph. Okay, that I will tell you in the third session. Okay, so I hope you understand this journal bearing experiment. Okay, thank you very much. After taking the readings of that is a pressure distribution in journal bearing, now come to the calculation part. Okay, so here we are going to do the calculation part of the journal bearing experiment. Okay, so here what are the observation they given? Diameter of the journal is given, d is equal to 50 mm. That is what the location in the what, that is the diameter of the journal, that is the center point is given what, the 50 mm. Diameter of the bearing, that is denoted by capital D, is equal to 55. mm. Length of the bearing is what? Length is equal to 115 mm, and the static pressure, okay, ps, that is denoted by ps, that we need to calculate from the initial pressure. Okay, speed of the journal n is equal to what? 160 rpm they given. Viscosity of the oil used in what given? Viscosity is equal to n is equal to 0.3 pascal. Okay, so eccentricity of the ratio is given, e is equal to 0.63. These are the observation they given. Okay, so here very important things are the 1 2 3 4 are very important to do the calculation part. Okay, so here this is a tabular column. Okay, so number of tubes are what? How many total tubes are there? So total 12 are there. These a b c d are connected axially, so these are the dummy. You need to do, no need to worry about this experiment, these tubes. Okay, so look at the initially, so initial manometer reading is 100. Okay, so once switch on the motor, then the oil present in the tubes will going to flow, and which will be coming to the rest position. Okay, that is stable, that those values are located like this: 164 for first tube, it is 164, second tube it is 175, and third tube it is 163, and the fourth tube is 147. Like that, you note down all these values. Okay, from the general bearing component. Okay, so now you subtract from this to this, you are going to get what? The values. Okay, plus minus. Okay, actual pressure load. Okay, so with the help of these values and general bearing diameter values, you need to draw the plot. Okay, so here some calculation part will be there. So linear speed of the journal is equal to v is equal to pi d square by 60 substitute diameter here. Okay, so you are going to get the linear speed of the journal, how at what it is rotated means. Here the value is v is equal to 0.418 meter per second. Okay, so diameter of the clearance eye is equal to the maximum minus the minimum. You are going to get the 50 minus 55, that is the initial diameter minus final. You are going to the journal bearing diameter, you are going to get diameter of the clearance is equal to 0.1. Okay, this is the 55 minus 50. So here observation they given 55, that is the bearing minus journal diameter. Okay, so now load carrying capacity v is w is equal to what? Viscosity v, velocity l, 2 pi e whole divided by psi square plus 2 e square square root of 1 minus d square. So all values we have with us, so substitute, you are going to get weight is equal to what? 14.30 kg. Okay, so frictional force f is equal to what? Again we have the formula this. Okay, substitute all the values, you are going to get the friction force. Okay, and power loss is equal to 1.74 into 0.418 divided by 1000. You are going to get n is equal to 7.29 into 10 to the power of minus 4 kilowatt. Okay, so all these values formula I given in the beginning stage. Okay, note down, then substitute here. Okay, I forgot to put here formula. Okay, so in the manual I desire all the formulas. Okay, so coefficient of friction is equal to mu is equal to 1.74 divided by 14.30. so coefficient of friction is equal to 0.1216. Okay, so you calculate all these parts. Okay, formula given in the manual, that is the booklet. Here I substitute direct values. Okay, so here I use the direct values, but you look at the formulas also there. So okay, so first try the formula, then you substitute here, you are going to get the all the values. Okay, so next, this is very important, how to draw the this is the most important for the general bearing experiment, how I drawn here. Okay, so total 12 tubes are there, so divided by 360, so you are going to get some angle in the tabular column. Okay, that is, so each angle is 30 plus 30 plus 30. Okay, so beginning, so divide by 365, you are going to get the 12 parts. Okay, so initial 1 to 2 is 30, again 60, 90 plus 30 plus 30, like that you draw the 12 lines with an angle equal to what? 30 degree angle. Okay, so this is a 55, this is a 50 is the general bearing diameter is there, half of that means 12.5. You keep compost blocks here and draw on some angle. Okay, that is equal to 12.50. so you are going to get this angle, general bearing. Okay, so next, how this value is going to, okay, just you draw the line, extend this line, all this line. So here first value is what? In the first experiment, here 6 is there, 6.4. so at 6.4 you cut one arc. Okay, on the first tube. On the second line you are going to cut the 7.5, and third you cut the 6.3, and fourth value 4.3. so on each values, each pressure head is there, so cut, and finally you are going to join, you are going to get this curve. Okay, so this is got how the pressure is, that oil is going to flow in a general bearing experiment. Okay, so finally you have to draw this diagram. Okay, so how I hope you understand this experiment. Okay, so while constructing, you have to assume the scale also here. Okay, so actually 1 centimeter is equal to 20 units and 1 centimeter is equal to 20 units. Okay, then you draw this line is a general bearing the diameter line, and this is a pressure head line. Okay, so once if you note down all these values, and on particular line, that particular value you are going to cut the arc and join it, you are going to get this type of shape curve. Okay, so this is how I am going to draw the pressure distribution in the general bearing experiment. Okay, so I hope you understand this. Okay, thank you.